Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be doing a Project Pan update. And I've got all my products here on my desk, so I should be able to just reach and get them. But anyways, I have been slacking on this, so please forgive if you don't see very much like usage, progress and whatnot. Like, I put all of my Project Pan items on today, and like, I've only done my makeup once, maybe twice, like in the time that I've been like working and or moving, in the time I've been like MIA. So please forgive. I will be doing a lot better here in the future. 2025 is going to be the year I get my panning stuff done. Or, I shouldn't say panning stuff, because I'm gonna constantly be rolling things in, but like, I don't know, I just want to use my makeup. That's my main goal, is to use my makeup, and I've just been putting it off, and I hate myself for it. I really do. But, first up, we've got my L'Oreal Infallible, foundation, and it hasn't moved from this line. I've only used it once, afterwards, so I've used this foundation a total of 13 times in the course of this project. Next up, we've got the Poreless Putty Primer from e.l.f. And that is what that is looking like. I've used this also once as of today. Well, twice actually, but I have used this a total of 17 times in the course of the project. And I know I say that I'm going to do this, but I really am going to try to do progress pictures if I can. But I'm probably only going to be able to take pictures with my front camera, just because my back camera is very, very cracked. Almost broken actually, and I need to get that fixed. Hold please. Sorry about that, guys. Where I'm at, like, we are currently living at, my boyfriend's mom's house, so, you know, just to help her mainly with bills and whatnot, since the, you know, cost of living is so high. We just decided to, you know, move in and help, so it was completely on our voluntary, you know, like, we did this to help her, you know what I mean? We didn't just up and leave our apartment because we had to. But yeah, like, I just had to take a break because one of her dogs came by my door and was poking his head in, so yeah, I'll probably introduce you guys to all of them when the time comes. I've got Bear in here with me, so if you hear him breathing or snoring, that's him. But yeah, the Poreless, I'm pretty sure I left off with the Poreless Putty Primer. I've used this a total of 17 times in the course of my project. And like I think I also said I was going to do progress pictures, but it's just gonna be a process, just because, yeah, I've explained my back cam was broken. I'm gonna get it fixed. But next up, I've got the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Fair, nope, that's not it. In the shade Fair Warm, and I don't think it's moved from its line. I did have to mix this up as well as the foundation, so you won't see any disturbances. But when it's sitting down, like, you can see, like, I've got like a good, like, this amount left, so I'm happy with that. And I don't mind either of the concealer or the foundation. Like, these are really nice. they play well with the products underneath and they don't look too terrible, but like, I will say for some people the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, the original one, which I have, can be a little drying, so you only need like the smallest amount. But with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, I have used that a total of 13 times in the course of this project. Alright. Next up, we've got my Revolution Fast Base Stick Foundation in the shade F4. And that is how much we are working with. I am using it diligently. I just haven't used it as a actual foundation yet because I'm not sure how well it sits on my skin, because I really just use it to clean. I mean, I've explained it. I use this to clean up my brows, but I'm just not sure how well it sits in pores, so like it kind of just like, when I look at my brows and everything, like it sits where it's supposed to. It's just, I'm not sure if it shows too much texture on the skin, so I'm not sure if I could use it as a foundation, so I'll just use it, spot conceal where I can and whatnot. That's kind of why I got it anyways. But I have used that a total of 16 times in the course of the project. And next up, we've got my Milani eyeshadow primer in the shade 01 Nude. And I don't think it's moved from the moved from the line, but I have used this a total of 16 times in the course of the project. Alrighty, next up I've got the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Pencil in the retractable one in the shade medium brown. And that is how much we have left. Just to give you a perspective. And I feel like I have been using this diligently. Like, I know I haven't gotten through it, but it is the stuff that I'm wearing in my brows right now, so hopefully we'll have this finished soon. I just have to do my makeup more, but I have 16 uses on this brow pencil so far. And yeah, hopefully maybe by the end of this year, maybe we can use it up, but next up, I've got my Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara, and I know you're not technically supposed to use mascara more than 3 months, but as you can see, I mean, I'm just, oh no, don't drop. I almost dropped my notebook, but as you can see, the formula isn't going off or anything. Like, it's still performing in my lashes. It's not drying up or anything. Like, maybe I'll just have to use it several more times to get it used up. But I do feel like I'm on the course to getting this done. And it hasn't been causing any problems to my eye. I haven't been getting anything terrible. No sty or anything, so you never know. Maybe mascaras last a lot longer than people think. Maybe I'm either that or I'm crazy. I don't know, but like tell me in the comments below, have you used a mascara more than 3 months and it's worked out for you? Let me know, cause like, I'm just here to say, like, I'm a testament to this, it's literally hasn't given me any problems. Neither has my eyeliner or anything, so it's just like, who knows, maybe it's not that terrible, maybe. But, I have used that, mascara a total of 16 times in the course of the project. And next up is my liquid eyeliner, which I might be getting rid of this soon. It is kind of, like, it still works. Like, as you can see, it still works, but it's kind of drying up. You know what I mean? Like, I can still use it, but I feel like we're on the last legs of this and maybe I can get it used up. But yeah, it's still performing. And it is the eyeliner that I'm wearing today on my upper lash line. I always tightline and then try to do a small wing with this, with felt tips in general. Like, I like this kind of tip. I almost hate brush tips because of how flimsy they are, but maybe I just haven't found the right one. But yeah, there's the and this is in the shade black, but I have used this a total of 16 times in the course of the project. And I mean, just from swatches alone, I know it's drying up, but it's still working, so I'm just gonna use it until it's completely gone. Alrighty, next up, we've got my NYX retractable eyeliner in the shade black. And that is, oh, well, I have to roll it all up, but that is how much we are working with. And I don't think the line has moved at all, I don't think, but like, I want to give it a few more uses or more until I make a new line. But yeah, like I said, I've just been neglecting my makeup and I really need to kick my own ass to do my makeup and just say, Josie, use your makeup, fuck. Alrighty, next up, we've got my e.l.f. contour palette, and this is the powder contour palette, and this is the shade that I'm working on currently. You can definitely see there is some disturbance in the pan, but nothing too serious. I don't think I have any major pan because of how little I use this. Like, I know I've just barely scraped the surface with this because I only use like a small amount under my cheek. And well, I mean, I haven't contoured my nose today, but I'm trying to figure out how to contour my nose because of the shape of it. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like a definite, it's definitely a, well, I wouldn't say a witch's nose, but it's a crooked nose. But yeah, I've used that a total of 14 times in the course of the project. Alrighty, and next up we've got my BH Cosmetics Vanilla Peach Truffle Palette. I love this palette to death so much, but that is the shade that we're working on, and as you can see, it's like, I feel like I'm wearing away at it, slowly but surely, but I know this is going to take me a long time to try to finish. Blushes are notorious for finishing and whatnot, like, it's difficult to finish, but I love this blush so much that it would really make me sad to, like, even try to get rid of this palette, or, like, using up the shades would make me sad as well, but, like, I really truly do love this palette. Alright. Next up, we've got my LA Girl Ultimate Lip Liner, and it's an auto lip liner. And it's been playing nice with me with the rolling up, so that is how much we are working with. Hopefully I can get this one used up and moved out, just because, like, I don't know why I don't use lip liners and lip glosses just as an everyday thing. Like, I get that I don't have to use my lipstick all the time, but it's just like, I don't know why I've just not done it. well, that night, like, I guess I should explain this, like, I don't want to wear makeup at Town Pump, just because that place makes me so depressed and so unmotivated that I'm just like, I don't even want to do my makeup to even be presentable at this job. Like, I'd rather have a job that I enjoy and do my makeup, like, to be presentable there. You know what I mean? So, hopefully that will happen soon. I've been looking, just haven't found the right one, I guess. Alrighty, next one is my Milani Silky Matte Bronzer in 03 Suntan. And I've used this a total of 15 times in the course of the project. If I could get it open. And that is what it's looking like. I know I haven't rubbed off nearly half of the sun rings around it, like the sun rays, but I know I've gotten at least the middle of the sun somewhat weared down. I know this is gonna take me a long time to finish, but I'm willing to do that. Like, I love this bronzer a lot. So I'm willing to put forth the effort and, you know, just use it and use it and use it. It's that good. It's like I try to pick products that I really enjoy using. Or, you know, or they're the oldest in my collection, but I still love them, you know what I mean? Like, this is the oldest foundation in my collection, but I still love it. Like, it creates a very even base, but even though sometimes after, like, a good amount of wear it does crack, like, you can't notice it. You really can't. But next up, I've got my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder, which I will I've decided I will repurchase this sometime in my collection when it runs out and whatnot. Because I do love this loose powder for under the eyes. It is very, very nice for under the eyes. It's just you have to use so little of it. And, I mean, I really want to get the Huda Beauty loose powder, because I heard this is almost like a drugstore dupe to it, in a way. Maybe, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I love this, and if the Huda Beauty is, like, anywhere near like this, then I know I'll like it. But I have used that a total of 16 times in the course of the project. Alrighty, and next up, we've got my highlighter. This is the Revolution highlighter reloaded in the shade Dare to Divulge. And as you can see, I am kind of wearing away some of it, but there is still no pan to be seen. I know that's gonna take a long time. Like, I know a lot of my powder products don't have any pan on them. They're almost quite new. It's gonna take me a long time, but I'm willing to put forth the effort. Like, I want to see scientifically how long it will take me to use these up. Like, that's mainly the reason why I'm doing it, is mainly because I'm just curious. That and Project Pan seemed really, really fun, so I thought I'd give it a go. Why not? But I've used that Revolution highlighter a total of 13 times in the course of the project. Alrighty, next up we've got my Pan That palette. And it is, well, I mean, I know I probably say it in every Project Pan video, but it is the Morphe 35V Stunning Vibes palette, which I'm pretty sure you cannot get this anymore. I have looked. Like, this is no longer made anymore, and I even had to tape the shades to the palette to make sure I didn't lose this. But yeah, this is an old trusted palette in my collection. I love this palette so much. This, like, every shade except for the shimmer on my lid is everything used from the palette. Or all of 5 of my selected shades. So first up, we've got the shade Swipe Right. And as you can see, we've gotten quite a little bit of a dip on it. I haven't gotten pan yet, but it's a slowly but surely thing. Like, I feel like the shimmers in this palette are a lot easier to hit pan than the mattes, possibly. But I've used Swipe Right a total of 13 times in the course of the project. And that is mainly what's on my inner corner as of right now. Next up, we've got the shade Shameless, which I think, wait. Oh yeah, this is, okay. Number 15, shade Shameless. And we do have a little bit more of a dip on this than Swipe Right, mainly because I do sometimes use this all over the lid, but I have it more up near the brow bone this time. Like, I've been mainly trying to use my liquid eyeshadow all over the lid so I can get it used up, but it's like, this is a really nice shade for on the lid. As you can see, it's kind of more of a gold. Just gonna grab my weight a little bit. And then I'll swipe right. So just so you can, well, actually I should just also swatch out my color story. But those are the first 2 shades on that. And I know I'm not introducing them or anything, but it's just like, if you needed a refresher on what they looked like. That is the shade Swipe Right and Shameless. Next up is the shade Seduced, which is that shade. And this is the, this is the shade, I'm trying to get an angle to where you can see this. But yeah, it's that shade right here. And as you can see a lot of a dip on there. I know I can see a dip in the shadow from this angle, as you can see. But yeah, it's that shade right there. You can definitely see where I've dipped my brush in. I hope to have pan in this shade hopefully soon, just because I do use this all over my crease and lid area, just because I do like a grungy look. And this shade is perfect for that. But yeah, that is the shade Seduced. So that is so far what we're working with a color story. And then then we got the lid setting shade Go Nude. And I'll just swatch the green out real quick just so I don't have to go through it. But yeah, that is the color story that we are working with. 2 shimmers, 2 mattes, and a lid setting shade. And yeah, I know I'm nowhere close to hitting pan on these, but I do enjoy working on these shades just as a, like I said, it's almost for science, like, or not science, but curiosity mainly. And mainly because I am a completionist and I love to see things completed, almost. So yeah, I've used, I I've used the shade Seduced a total of 13 times in the course of the project, and the shade Go Nude a total of 12 times in the project, and that is what Go Nude is looking like. I know you're not going to see very much of a dip because I only use this as a lid setting shade and a blending shade. So we shall see when it comes to that. Like, I do like it. It's a very nice lid setting shade. And like, it's very pigmented. Like, all these shadows are very pigmented, as you can see. It's an old palette, but it hasn't gone patchy on me. It hasn't, like, they still swatch very, very nicely. And I just need to use it. The black I'm using up organically. And as you can see, we've gotten a little bit of a dip on the black. And then number 7, the shade Devoted, I've used a total of 11 times in the course of the project. And that's what that is looking like. You can see a little bit of a dip, mainly because I use a smaller brush for like packing it on the lower lash line. I will maybe do a full look with the dark green, but greens in general just scare me. They really do. So yeah, we'll challenge ourselves a little bit. Hopefully soon, maybe. Maybe I'll do a get ready with me and just do an all green look. Like, let me know in the comments if you guys want that or not. But yeah, I think that's all the shades that I have in my Pan That palette. I am choosing to work on 5 shades at a time because I know that working on all 35 shades of a Morphe palette like this is absolutely crazy, so yeah, I would just like to, like, this is the palette that I wanted to do Pan That palette with, just because, like, in a way, like, I have a lot of big palettes, but this one is the oldest in my collection, and I just want to use it and abuse it so much. And I just want to see, you know, see older products get more use on my, you know, out of everything, you know what I mean? Okay. Sorry for the rambling, but next up we've got my Alley-Oop Compact, Stack the Odds in the shade Sunkissed. And I have used the bronzer a total of 16 times in the course of the project, and that is what it's looking like. And as you can see, like, even though it is messy, you can see pan. The pan has expanded. And I hope to keep expanding and expanding it until it is gone. But yeah, I think this is the first pan I've actually hit in my collection, actually. I think. So that's actually really cool. And it only took me 16 times to actually get this pan, so I think this was almost brand new when I brought it into the project, so maybe cream products don't take as much time to use up as powder. That's what I'm getting off of everything. And then next up, we've got the blush, which I've used a total of 15 times in the course of the project. And no pan on it because it is very, very pigmented and you only need so little of this to actually get the pigment that you need. Because you can easily go way overboard with this blush and it could go, like, you could look like a clown. Like a bad clown, you know what I mean? Like, I may wear a lot of makeup, but this is pigmented. The highlighter I have not used at all. I mainly use this in the summertime, so stay tuned for that. Alrighty, next up, we've got my lipstick, which is the Maybelline cream lipstick in the shade 920 Nude Lust. And that is how much we are looking at. I know this is a lot, but But it's just like, I really just want to get a lot more uses on my lipsticks, because I have a lot of them and I need to use them up. Is the shade that I'm wearing today, and I do apologize if my lip line is weird. I'm currently still trying to figure out how to line my lips and make it look neat and not so big, you know, like, because I feel like my lips look retarded sometimes. But yeah, I've used that a total of now 6 times in the course of the project. The previous lipstick that I had in the project, in the beginning, did go off, so, and that's only because I've had it for, I had it for like a good, like, I had that lipstick when I was still living with my mom. So, yeah, that was when I was still a teenager, which is more than 10 years ago, so I really had to get rid of that one, so. So yeah, that, the Maybelline shade is a similar shade, I believe, but I like it a lot more. It doesn't really feel uncomfortable on my lips. Like, it does feel a little bit drying when but not much. Like, it stays really nicely and it's not too, like, crepey. But next up, I've got my, Glow Recipe Nice and my Dewdrops. This is in the full size, and I'm not sure if you're even ever going to be able to see how much I've used up in this container just because of how opaque it is, but I'll let you know when it stops pumping. But I just know that this is the oldest primer in my collection as of to date. I did have a primer at the beginning of this project, which was the I think the Cucumber Photo Focus primer by Wet n Wild, I believe. And I lost that when I moved last time, when I switched apartments and whatnot. And yeah, I never found that since, and I know I cut into it and put it in a plastic bag. My boyfriend must have thrown it away by accident, but that's okay. But yeah, now this is the current oldest primer in my collection, and it is very nice. Like, I know I'll be repurchasing this in the future because it is so nice. And I got this in a BoxyCharm. Like, when BoxyCharm was still BoxyCharm, I got this in the box, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so happy. Because, like, Glow Recipe was just starting to become huge in the whole skincare beauty community, and I was really excited when I saw this, and I'm just like, oh, I get to try this in a full size, yay! But yeah, I've used that a total of 7 times in the course of the project. And the last product I have, and I am trying to use this Milani Make It Last Fruit Fetish Spray. I'm trying to use it up organically, so who knows, maybe I won't really, like, in terms of, like, if the setting spray does not have, like, opaque packaging, then, or, if it has opaque packaging, then I'll just use it organically. If it has see-through packaging, I'll try to make lines in it so that you guys can see, but I think I only have this much of it left. So yeah, with several times of doing my makeup, I could use this up. And maybe that could become a new category in the Project Pan, is setting spray, because I just use it organically. And then next up is the House Laboratory liquid eyeshadow. This is their old packaging. I know they revamped their other brand packaging, but this is the sparkle that I have on my eyes today. It is a silver sparkle. And I'll just swatch it on the side here. That is what that looks like. As you can see, it's very reflective in my lighting, but it is a true silver metallic. Like, as you can see, it is kind of got that gray silvery look to it, but when you blend it out with any eyeshadow, you can still see the silver, but it adds to the color in a way. Like, it cool tones the color more, in a way. And from what I'm looking at with the swatch, like, it does have, like, in person, multicolored sparkles in it. Like, there's blue, pink, and other iridescent-y colors in the silver. So I do like it for that, and I've used that a total of now 4 times in the course of the project and hope to use it more. It is very nice, and it is very pigmented too. Like, I try to tap it on with my finger, but with a brush it works actually a little bit better just because it paints it on and then you can just blend it out. But yeah, I think that is it. It is in the shade Glam Attack, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. But anyways, I think that is it for this video. And hopefully I will have more progress in the future and be able to show you guys a lot more pans hopefully in the future. So like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you beauties in the next video. Bye!